Hello, you join me again today for more Train Sim World 6 adventures. I am Sim Eagle and I'd like to welcome you back to my channel where we continue not only our journey on the trains but my journey to building my YouTube channel, and today in particular a little go at our Twitch setup. Sorry, I got a little bit distracted then. So, okay, let's go for it. Just a nice short journey. This is a scenario which runs alongside the we've got day head on and we've got tail lights off. Got the emergency systems to normal. Acknowledge that signal. Lets us know everything's hunky dory. So we're giving it a little go. We're giving streaming a little go. And this is part of the rail journeys feature in Train Sim World 6. So we're not doing a prescribed scenario. We're doing one of the journeys that appears when you go to the rail journeys, choose a route, and you follow the predetermined mission, I suppose you'd so to speak. And those missions don't necessarily come with a brief or anything like that. So now here, I think we are at Manchester Piccadilly. Let's have a look. Have a look around at Manchester. Yes, and we are on. Let's acknowledge that. We are on platform. Is this platform 13? Yes, 13. And we are being asked to wait until 9:17. The current time is 11 o'clock in the UK. So we are just slightly behind. So let's get back in the train and close those doors. We've got the system set up. And let's go. It's a moderately cloudy day. Our next stop is Mauldeth Road in 3 miles time. And let's go.
Is Mauldeth Road. This is a northern service to
So moving out of Manchester at a maximum of 20 miles an hour if you're moving off from platform 13 or 14. If you're moving off from any of the other platforms, it tends to be a speed limit, as you can see there, of 15 miles an hour. So we'll just take that power off, just to ensure that we're coming out of the station at a nice safe speed. So, those of you on YouTube, if you're familiar with Twitch, let me know. How do I get people to watch my channel? Those of you on Twitch, if you're following me, which I don't think anybody is following me at the minute, which is fine, because why would they? Let's bring that speed up now. Limit's changing to 45 ahead there, as you can see. So not too much though, because we risk speeding. So we're making our way to Mauldeth Road. speed has increased to 45, but there we're just passing the 65 miles an hour speed limit. And I must admit, the lighting on this, with this weather, looks particularly nice. I recently upgraded my monitor to a monitor that has HDR10 built in, and I did find that on some of the other games that I play, things like the lighting were treated a little bit differently, almost more realistically. For instance, another simulator that I play is the Hunter Call of the Wild, and on that game, as you are walking through the trees, you get the, I suppose that's what the ray tracing is. And that appears nicely, really nice and smooth. So as we make our way to Mauldeth Road with 1.8 miles to go, we are expected to arrive at Mauldeth Road at 9:23, which, let's increase the speed to make sure that we are on track for that. And in fact, we've got a 45 mile an hour reduction as we are switching tracks. Is that going to bring it across in time? Looks like it will. We're fine there. It's probably a little bit sketchy, that. And speed's increasing back up to 75 miles an hour, but we probably won't all of that speed on because we only have 1.1 miles to go before we get to Mauldeth Road. I think that's a good place to reduce that speed at this signal here after the bend. We've got the bridge. Trying to keep mental note of the landmarks as we go along here. So we've come around that bend and then we hit a series of bridges. So I think that's a good point now to apply braking. Bring it down to 45. So we see the end of the platform, then I will apply brakes again. You can harder to see the end of the platform when you're on straight track. Let's add that brake in. Bring the speed down to 30 by the time we get to the end of the platform. By the time we get to about halfway along the platform, we want to be at 15. There it is. There's 15. Let's add one more notch of brake in. Bring it down. And there we go. Welcome to Mauldeth Road. Open those doors.
This is a northern service to Wilmslow. The next station is...
Got two viewers. Welcome, viewers. Not sure if you can hear me there, viewers. Well, thank you for joining me. You could also join me on my channel. On my channel, Sim Eagle. Where it's in its relative infancy at the minute. It's just a little bit of a channel for those people who just like to sim casually.
The next station is Burnage. This is a northern service to Wilmslow.
If you're like me, and you like to sim, different games, then you'll really appreciate the level of detail in this DLC. People have said that the DLC is just not... It's like the route isn't long enough. They feel it should go all the way to Crewe. And the next stop is not very far, so let's see, we're at 53 miles an hour. We haven't got a speed change coming up, so I'm going to start applying that brake, bring it down to 45. We are expected to arrive at Burnage by 9:25 and 30 seconds. Let's apply that brake. Braking 2. In fact, I'm just going to go to braking 3. And that's a bit, just gives us that extra little bit of wiggle room. Remember, we want to be doing 15 by the midpoint of the platform. Here is 15. And that will probably take us nicely, but I'm just going to release that off. And braking 2. Ah, I've lost a viewer. But that one viewer who's sticking with me, thank you so much.
This is a northern service to Wilmslow. The next station is East Didsbury.
Give us a shout in the chat if you'd like to engage with me. Lock those doors. Being distracted by Twitch. Nice. Apply 2 notches of power, and we are moving on to East Didsbury.
The next station is East Didsbury. This is
I'm not sure if that one viewer can hear me, but if you can hear me, click that follow button just to confirm it. That'd be great. I know that's a little bit cheeky of me. Those of you who are watching me on YouTube, you'll probably be feeling a bit confused. I'm speaking to two different lots of people, you guys and the people on Twitch. But this is a middle-aged dad trying new things out. Twitch is completely new to me. Well, by new, I mean never done it before. But it seems to have been straightforward to set up, which is really good.
We are now approaching East Didsbury.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform, and take care when stepping down.
Approaching East Didsbury. Apply that brake now. We can see the end of the platform. That one is taking us nicely into the station. Quite a short platform, this one. Let's just release that brake in. Reapply it.
This is East Didsbury. This is a northern service to Wilmslow. The next station is Gatley.
Gatley. Station up by... Is it in Wythenshawe or is it near Wythenshawe? I'm not too sure. Lock the doors. How are we doing for time? Too bad. Expected to arrive at 9:28 and 30 seconds. So let's see if we can make up some time now between here and the next stop. Got 1.2 miles to go before we hit Gatley's platform.
The next station is Gatley. This is a northern service to Wilmslow.
see if we can just increase that speed, get us there a little bit faster, a little bit more pace.
We are now approaching
Right.
Gatley.
Please mind
One
the
notch
gap
of braking.
between the train and the platform, and take care when stepping down from the train.
Apply the second notch of braking. As we come to the end of the platform, second notch, I'm going to have to apply that third notch just to get us up in time. That's probably perfect.
This is Gatley. This is a northern
Unlock those
service
doors.
to Wilmslow. The next station is Heald Green.
Loading the passengers, locking the doors. So if those of you who started watching some of my videos on the channel, you'll notice that there seems to be a bit of a pattern with me of something not quite going to plan. I'm trying not to be that way, but it seems that it's a bit unavoidable at the minute.
The next station is Heald Green. This is a northern service to Wilmslow.
Being new to all of this, I'm trying to concentrate on several things at once, which means I lose a concentration on the sim itself, and then I end up either speeding or passing at a signal where I should have waited. This is incredibly frustrating. Have we got a signal there? Is that just an artifact on the screen? I think it's an artifact. So we got 1.1 miles to go to Heald Green. I think we can afford. We've got yellow signals. I think we can afford to increase the speed. We are expected to arrive in 50 seconds time. Ooh. Is that a red light? Is that a red? That was confusing. It was meant to be an amber. I'm so confused now that I'm losing concentration. Okay. Well, as I was saying, I mean, this time it was the game that's distracted me. AWS has forced a penalty break. What's going on now? Oh goodness me! I acknowledged it. Reset AWS until penalty duration times out and begin taking power again. Okay. I don't know what went wrong there. But in true me fashion, something has gone wrong again. Right, how do I do that? How do I reset this AWS? Do I have to do this? Where's the AWS reset? Isolate it. There we go. Ah, did I need to switch it off and on again? The classic way to fix everything, switch it on and off again. Well, it seemed to work. Okay, well, sorry about that, everyone. I have made a mistake again. Anyway, not to worry. I don't know what went wrong there because the signal was showing. I mean, is that one showing red now as well? Why is that one showing red, but it's showing amber on the route guidance? I don't understand what's happening. If you understand what's happening, let me know in the comments. I mean, this is turning into a bit of a comedy channel for you all.
Service to Wilmslow. The next station is Manchester Airport.
Okay, we'll load those passengers. Proceed as signals indicate. I've just asked for permission to traction lock will not release while the cab or passengers. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Right, passenger doors are shut. Let's go. So,
The next station is Manchester Airport. This is a northern service to Wilmslow.
yeah, I thought I was getting the hang of this particular locomotive. Okay, right, so passing that alerter has changed the light to green. So does this now mean we have a bit more of a free passage on our way to Manchester Airport in 1.5 miles? We're expected to stop at 9:39 and the track is, we are switching points, so we need to be at 40 miles an hour. Here's the speed limit, 40 miles an hour. So I will coast us round this corner, this bend. Well, I mean, if you've got any idea what went wrong then, I mean, I would love some insight. I don't know why the route guidance was showing ambers and yet in the game it was showing red lights. It's very confusing. But there we have it. Nothing much can be done. So we received a penalty there. Ah, lovely. We've got the aircraft arriving at Manchester Airport. I wonder where they've been. Lanzarote. Hope it wasn't Jet 2. Those of you interested in planes, though, actually, I read somewhere that if you've ever been on a Ryanair flight, you'll notice that their landings tend to be harder than usual, a little bit less finessed. And apparently the reason behind that is because it means they can, with a harder landing, they can bleed that speed off and get off the runway and to the gate quicker. Because, as we know, in the aviation industry, time is money. And so, yeah, they're even willing to put our lives at risk to save a bit of dosh. Let me know if you've heard anything differently. But that's what I have been led to believe. Let's acknowledge that. And we've got 40 miles an hour coming up. Another amber light. Let's start to apply some brake because the airport is just coming up around the bend. And our speed limit is reducing to 25 miles an hour. Just coast in there. And add a little bit more just so we're not... There we go. And we are arriving at Manchester Airport platform. I'm assuming that's platform 3 if we work from left to right, or if not it'll be platform 2. Let's apply the power. Not the power, sorry, the brakes. Aiming for that elusive 15 miles an hour by the midpoint of the platform. And take us down to the buffers. Apply the final bit of brake. Arriving at Manchester Airport. We were a little bit late. We're at 9:40 and 20 seconds where we should have been at 9:39. Sorry, everyone. Oh, we're now continuing on to Style. I'm sure it's going to be asking me to shut the cab down and change ends. So, do you know, I'm going to preempt that that's what it's asking me to do. Lights off, tail lights on. Wait for those passengers. They're very, very. I mean, are they by the boat? Are the passengers boarding? Are they just wandering up and down the platform? We loaded those passengers. Lock the doors. Is that the end of this small scenario? Yes, it is. So, what did we get? That's a platinum medal? Objectives completed, distance driven, we've used the safety systems, correct cab setup, NA, not applicable. Though I set the cab up, obviously, or was it already set up for me? I think it probably was, actually. No wipers in the rain? No, because the no wipers in rain. Did it rain? Did we? But unlike me, we don't have a speeding penalty, which is good for me. So there we have it. That was our continuation of our exploration of the Manchester Airport Commuter DLC. Which, to be fair, I'm really enjoying this. I don't care that it's only a short route. It is a short route that allows me to cut my teeth, learn the ropes. It's got close enough together stations that I can practice my braking. It has some scenarios where you operate a train at more of an express kind of speed. And we also have some freight operations as well. So stay tuned for more of that in the future. In the meantime, thank you for watching my video. Thank you for watching my continued journey with Manchester Airport Commuter route. I've been Sim Eagle, and I will catch you next time. Goodbye.